Welcome to the second part of doing the bathroom in the abandoned Soviet apartment. It's really looking vintage in here, but it needs to be freshened up. So we need to now scrape off all the plaster we did to make it all smooth, and we need to paint up the walls and ceiling. It's looking really dirty and old. And then the tiles need a good clean here. All this paint, of course, they did not tape around what they were doing. They were just painting it on the wall instead of painting it before and then putting it on, which is a mistake that we have learned to not do anymore. And then we need to change up some pipes, and also this pipe that was running here on the wall, as you can see, we're just gonna put it as it should be, which is below the bathtub, all hidden, because that's the most dumbest thing. They bought so much of this metal pipe, which is flexible pipe, that they could have run it underneath the bathtub and then just comes out nicely, but they chose to do it this way, which is really ugly. So we are gonna address that. We also, once the electricity is on, we need to see if the boiler even works. So that's another thing we need to check. But let's get started with the plaster removal and painting.
If the apartment would have been our only priority for now, ideally we would like to plaster the whole wall. But we are packed with jobs, so this is the best we can do now on our very, very tight time. I think at this point, time is tighter than the budget. Of course, budget is also tight, but the time is flying away.
Yeah.
Hope this one doesn't fly.
Yeah, I am coming.
Are you scraping it over? Okay.
As much as it pops off.
Okay, good. That's my biggest fear. Now we gotta wait 24 hours and then we will see if we continue with painting or first maybe cleaning.
Yeah,
and then painting to be like the last touch up.
The primer might need to dry more than 24.
Yeah.
There's also no ventilation really.
So see you in a second. We have a few days later and the primer has fully dried, so we are ready for the first layer of paint. Hopefully the primer has sealed everything in so it will not happen the same thing as the rest of the rooms. And yeah, so it's not going to be a lot of painting, as you can see, since it's not a lot of wall, but we do have to tape the tile, so we're going to get started first by taping and then get on with painting.
this, you know, beautiful.
Yeah, in case you're wondering why we're taping it and not taking it off, it's because it is in with nails that go like this deep into the wall.
And this thing is really, you know, flimsy metal, so you can't really pull it out with that.
So it has to stay.
Without ripping holes in the wall, we're just gonna have to leave it.
I think it's okay. That does not look like a lot of paint. I think we'll need more paint. First layer is done. As you can see, it already looks much more different. And now kind of the brown tiles don't look so awful, I feel. But a little problem, yeah, I didn't do that corner. Yeah, we ran out of paint, so that is a bit of a problem. So see you once we get another bucket of paint and then do the second layer. Probably that should be enough if nothing peels off. There were some surprises up there. Hopefully it stays in. So yeah, see you once we get the other bucket of paint and do the second layer. We have 2 days later, and after a quick trip to the store, we got more paint. So let's now do the second layer and see how that turns out. And then once that is done, we have some exciting reveal and news about the floor. We were originally not planning to touch it, but my curiosity revealed something pretty cool. So let's paint up the walls and then get to the floor.
So we have a few days later, the paint is nice and dry. It looks a lot nicer, nice and bright. And my brother also did clean the tiles here. All of them were nice and green, and they still need quite a lot of work. The bathtub needs cleaning. Everything needs to be a lot more. But we're gonna take off this bottom. We're gonna unscrew it. Hopefully it comes off easily. And then we can see if we can take off the floor and see what's going on underneath. See what we can do with the floor. Either we put just a new linoleum floor, or we maybe paint the tiles that are underneath. Well, I guess spoiler alert, we'll see what's underneath there.
I already spoiled them a bit, so I did lift it a bit
Okay.
up.
And then probably overall, we also probably want to do a makeover of the tiles. So.
But they kind of look nice, like
You
now
really
with
have
a
to
really,
scrub them.
like with a real, like nice white top. They kind of look good. If we get that green gone to make it like, it literally looks like a Minecraft mud block with grass on it at this point.
Yeah, but
So if we get the green gone
We'll
and
see.
see, it's not like really needed. We will see.
okay,
Okay,
we'll think about it.
let's take
get
that.
this off.
Yeah.
If we can get it off. Wait, let me see. Is it just maybe? What is it attached to? In a sense.
Can I ask, like, in the comments, is there someone that likes that green? It was, if you remember, in our house as well, everywhere.
Okay, I think we didn't need screwdriver.
So, like, is there anyone that actually likes that green? And David's brother was actually thinking to remove this fully to have like an open bathtub.
Now you can
But
tell.
I don't think that looks nice. Let us know what you think. But I think like the closed up front looks so much better. Right? Okay, we're going straight for it. Ooh,
What do we think?
I don't know. That is definitely better than the green grass.
They could be painted as well nicely, I think.
Yeah.
It's not the worst.
Why is it breaking apart?
I don't know, but there's no going back now, is there?
Nope. It definitely looks better.
Made in Italy. It is under the toilet, so
Is it?
I might have to take the toilet off.
As you saw, we ripped out the beautiful green grass, and what we're left with is beautiful brown tiled floor. Well, did we do a mistake of ripping it? Probably not. It was definitely brighter. It was definitely, I can't say nicer because it definitely wasn't. But that ain't as nice either, as you see those beautiful reveals of people ripping carpets and revealing beautiful things. Well, we were not that lucky and we did not reveal this type of tiles. So yeah, what do?
Yeah.
We could clean them, we could paint them, or we could throw another floor on top of it. We will see. Well, we're trying to figure out what we want to do with the floor. I mean, it definitely looks even like this nicer. I know it's just the white part of the glue that sticks more around the toilet. We are going to do the things that we know we want to do and we can do now, which is the water pipe. They had it running on top for some reason, so David wants to put it under and hide it so it can run under, and then the sewage pipe needs some fixing up. And we need to add a new water time. I don't know if we're gonna do this now. And the water tap, we have bought it, but I don't know if we're gonna be attaching it now since we don't know if we're gonna be painting the tiles. So I think for this video, we are just gonna attach the water and then trying to think and figure out what we're gonna do with the tiles, both top and bottom.
So in the bathroom, the first thing we need to do before we start wiring anything up is actually attach our clock. So this is our meter, so it's gonna count how much we have. We got it with the vertification. So this is vertified and it's already been registered and set up. So we're allowed to use the water. We just need to set this up and then we can start installing everything and be able to use it and rewire then these plumbing all around and attach all the taps. So let's get started and attach this one. Water's on. Well, it's not turned on, but we can turn it on.
Ooh,
wow. That is extremely shiny for not the most clean.
For nothing. It's like I'm standing out. Didn't we not?
It comes with new ones.
Should we not clean this thing first? It does not matter. I think we'll clean it after, right?
I think you can clean around it.
Yeah.
It comes with new ones.
Okay.
Do we install new ones or we're okay with the old ones?
Do we know that the old ones are fine? Not leaky.
We could hope, but we don't know.
So do you trust yourself that you can do it better?
I can always do it better.
You might as well just do it.
Wow, this is stuck. I tried removing them to put the new ones on. Not like anything's wrong with them as far as I know, but they are really stuck. So taking them off almost impossible. I'm grinding the brass, and if I break it and snap it inside, I'm gonna end up changing a lot more than we have to. So for now, let's just put it on, pressurize it, and see if there's any leaks. I think it doesn't look that bad, and it's gonna get hidden.
And if it anyways is not coming off, I don't think it's leaking. Where are we putting those on? Like honestly.
Because we get them, so. I mean, they do kind of flashy, huh? It's not that bad. Okay, so let's install the rubbers. So this is attached, looks absolutely gorgeous. Now let's rewire the pipes that go to the hot water boiler. So this thing, I don't know if it's working, but we have the same exact one at home that we know is working, so we could always swap it. But for now, let's just rewire these pipes because they had them going on the wall, which is really smart, considering you could just run them under the bathtub, and the cable that they use is the expensive one, which is like, you know, just a metal one. This stuff is not really cheap. You usually wire with something a lot cheaper, you know, like plastic pipes or even metal pipes. The long metal pipes are cheaper than these ones, the flexible ones. So you just wire it under and connect it. But they chose the smartest option, which is to run it on the tiles, drill the tiles, and mess up all of it, look and function. So let's now drill 2 holes through the wood, run them under the bathtub like they're supposed to be, hide them and connect them back up, and have a much cleaner looking bathtub with the plumbing's sake. And then, you know, as good as we can do it without fully ripping everything out and redoing it. Of course, all this piping system, I would love to just redo it, but this is not what we have the time for or the budget, because this would cost quite a bit of money. So let's now just quickly redo the pipes. Just 2 holes here.
Okay.
There was different sizes, but it looked correct. My eyeballs. So as you can hear, the water is running. It's filling up the toilet, and I think the boiler also has water. We need to probably open up the hot water to run it through, but we still need to change the filter, which we'll do off camera another time. Last thing we do is we need to change the pipes down here, the ones from the bathtub, since they had a sink there as an extra connection, which is currently dripping, so it's broken connection, really old pipes. So we're gonna put some new ones and have that replaced. So let's do that quickly, and then we are probably done with the plumbing in the bathroom. Please, I can wash my hands. Maybe. So a quick trip later, we got some pipes. Hopefully they will work. We got an angle and we got this one, so we could hopefully run the toilet into here and the shower into there instead of how they had it on a triple, because first of all we couldn't get one of those, and they did not have this one here, which is from the 110 to a 50 mil. So we'll have to hope that the angle matches, that we can attach this toilet. Otherwise we're gonna relocate the toilet a bit. And the reason why I had to swap it, because this one here is not 50 millimeter, it's something less, and these pipes, they don't fit. And it didn't seem to be fitting into the new connection in the wall as a new pipe. It didn't seem to be fitting in there either that nice. So we'll see, probably need to just have everything replaced anyways. It's good to replace. There's nothing wrong with those pipes, but if you have it, you can just replace it.
And those are really cheap.
Yeah.
€1, €2.
€1.80 and I think €2.80. So it's realistically no reason not to replace it. And I don't know the angle it's gonna go at. I don't know. Did we also need this one new? How do we get this out? That's all it is? It's just... Okay. I was thinking maybe we do need that one new. But I didn't think about it enough to get it. It smells. It's literally in there. It smells like shit. Kind of adds up almost to a perfect. So the plumbing is done, except we didn't attach the shower head. That we will do last thing. That's not super important. Now we're kind of ready to put in the floor and finish painting some things, and almost done with the bathtub. It needs a good clean. All the appliances like the toilet and the bathtub needs a clean. We need to put the filter on. The boiler filter, I don't know why they have it there, but we will replace the filter since it's there anyways. And then it's almost done. We are nearly done with this room. So I hope you enjoyed this video. We are going to see you in the next one whenever we finish off the bathroom and have it fully transitioned from what it was to whatever we make it into. Not like the biggest transformation, but definitely a good refresh.